In this video, I'm going to review what I think could potentially be the best spikeless golf shoe for under £100 in 2024. Yes, I'm talking to you about the Adidas S2G. Now let's take a look inside this box. So straight out of the box, you get a classic looking Adidas trainer really. I mean, if you were to show this to somebody 20 years ago, you'd say that's not a golf shoe at all. And then you flip them this way and you can see that they're also catered for the golf course as well. They're that classic kind of modern day Adidas sneaker style spikeless golf shoe. And first impressions wise, when I first saw these shoes, they definitely caught my eye. So S2G, now to me, looking at the shoe, thinking about the name S2G, to me that means street to golf. Now I don't know whether that's 100% true, somebody at Adidas can correct me, but for me that's what it means. It's kind of this urban street style Adidas shoe that's then catered for the golf course. And I think what Adidas are ultimately trying to create here is just total versatility. So with a shoe like this, there's not a whole load of tech that you'd probably see in like a Pro SLX or maybe an Echo LT1. It's just about kind of what this shoe delivers really. So obviously you've got this kind of running street inspired design. You've got a waterproof leather upper. It's all about being lightweight. It's about having a kind of responsive feel, that kind of cushioning mesh lining inside the shoe, really kind of cushioned insole in the shoe. And then if you look at this back section of the shoe, it also offers, as I say, that stability that's kind of ready for the golf course. It's still going to keep you fairly locked in and still give you the confidence to be stable enough to hit all types of shots on different types of terrains and in different conditions on the golf course. I originally said that these could be the best spikeless golf shoes in 2024 for under £100. So these shoes come in at £90 RRP. You can also get them in BOA at £100. Now, I'm not sure why you'd want these in BOA, to be honest with you. I think just looking at the pictures of these shoes, they look a little bit daft. It's a street style shoe. Certainly, in my opinion, go for the laces. Now just to give you a bit of context on that pricing, so Adidas Stan Smith golf shoes, they come in at £90 also. The MC80 golf shoes that I reviewed last year come in at £140, and then Adidas's headline shoe, the Tour 360, also a spike shoe, comes in at £160. So I think at £90, these offer a really decent option for somebody looking for a versatile, spikeless, fairly cool looking golf shoe for 2024. Now let's take a bit of a deep dive into the looks of these shoes. Now, I've always thought that Adidas have a tendency in golf to make some of the best looking golf shoes out there, and they have done for 20 years now. But at the same time, I also think Adidas managed to find a way of making some of the worst looking golf shoes out there, and we've seen that over the years. And these actually sit in the middle of that a little bit. I quite like these golf shoes. I think they look pretty cool. I think there's a lot of younger generation golfers that will like these. Like I say, I think they look good on and off the course. But there's something about them that I can't put my finger on. I don't know what it is. They just seem to look a little bit, they remind me of something that like an old PE teacher in school would have worn. I don't know what it is. The jury is a little bit out for the looks of these shoes. I think some people will love them. And I think some people will they're a bit chunky, they're a bit kind of retro. They look like an old kind of tennis trainer shoe. And for some reason, as I say, they just remind me of an old PE teacher. Okay, so with all Golf A Lot shoe reviews, I tested these on the golf course over 18 holes and was pretty impressed, I've got to be honest. As soon as I put the shoes on, what I will say is they offer a really kind of surprisingly spacious wide fit for Adidas. I always find that with Adidas shoes, I always have to go up a size compared to, for example, Echo or FootJoy shoes. So I I'm usually a size 10 in golf shoes. Now with these, I had to go up to a size 11. So I'd always, if you're buying Adidas golf shoes for the same time and you're buying them offline and you just think, oh, I'm a size 10 in these, in my normal shoes, always make sure if you can to try them on first to get the right size, because I do think Adidas golf shoes just fit a little bit on the small side. So out of the box, as I put them on, really comfortable, as I say, a really spacious fit kind of down here at the front of the shoe. What you don't get with these shoes is the Boost midsole, which you have got in most of Adidas' recent shoes. You get it in Tour 360, you had it in MC80 last year. I've kind of become used to that, but to be honest with you, I didn't see much of a drop off in comfort, still really cushioned, still really supportive, and still a really kind of like, you still get this midsole here that's got that really kind of squishy feel to it. And as you walk, still really comfortable on the golf course. Some spikeless shoes in the market, you just seem to be really high off the ground, whereas with these, I think at the front of the shoe, especially on the balls of your feet when you stood over a drive or a putt, you feel like you've got really good contact with the ground, and I personally really like that about these shoes. Now with the upper, I did find, if you have a look here, it's not the most stable upper in the world. You know, Adidas will probably admit that for £90, you're probably not going to get it as stable as like a Pro SLX maybe. So as I say, when I first felt that, like there is quite a lot of give in this shoe. I wasn't the most confident when I put them on about how much traction and stability they give me on the course. But then this outsole, I was so surprised. You just get a really simple gum outsole with these nubs all over it, nothing too special. Honestly, I couldn't fault it. Really good traction, really good stability. As I mentioned earlier, you get this kind of locked in heel, so there's like a TPU kind of fitted anchor to the bottom of this shoe in the bottom of the heel that does really work. And then if you look here, you can see that the back of the outsole just goes out maybe another centimetre from the back of the heel of the shoe, and that really helps when you're walking, to just give you, and swinging, to just give you that extra balance, that extra reassurance that you're gonna get the stability that you want from these shoes. And like I say, at first, not being the most confident, not thinking they'd give me loads, actually on the course, and once I finished my round, I was really surprised at how much stability and traction these S2Gs did offer me. Really impressed. So my verdict, overall, I think these are a great shoe. I think you can probably tell that. For £100, at £90 RRP, and to be honest with you, in retail, they'll probably retail it cheaper, maybe 80, maybe 75 as the season goes on. I think these shoes really do offer great value for money. They're versatile, they've got good traction, they're comfortable. Do I think they're using the most premium materials you're gonna find in golf shoes? No. Do I think the upper is the most stable thing in the world? No. But for 90, maybe £80 at retail, I don't think you can get much better on the market this year. For a spikeless golf shoe, I really don't. Now I talked a little bit about the looks earlier, I said they reminded me a little bit of an old PE teacher. Now that still remains, I can't quite get past that, but what I do think is, you know, these are straight out of the box. I've worn them once over 18 holes. They're brand spanking new. I think as I start to wear these golf shoes throughout the year, they will start to wear a bit, and as I wear them in, the shape will go a little bit, and I think they'll get a little bit cooler the more you wear them in on the golf course. I do have to say that. So that's it, my review of the Adidas S2G spikeless golf shoes. Let me know what you think of these shoes. Get down into the comments and have your say on which you think is your favourite spikeless golf shoe of this year. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you want to see more content from Golf A Lot, subscribe for more.